Hello, in this video we're going to look at shakes, weight loss shakes, and are they good for you? It's one of those things that's been asked a few times recently, and I just wanted to get to the bottom of shakes. Are they good? Do they help you? And what are they all about? My name is Mark and I'm here to help you live a better, healthier life. My goal is to help as many people as I can get into shape and improve their quality of life. Now, if this is your first time here and you want to learn more about practical and effective ways to improve your health, then please start now by hitting the subscription button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos going forward. And now, without further ado, let's jump right in. So, having lost a lot of weight over the years, it's one of those things that I've tried pretty much everything, and one of the things that people have been asking about recently is weight loss shakes. So not meal replacement ones, although we'll talk briefly about those, but actual weight loss shakes. And having tried it and having had it work and not work, depending on where I was in my journey, I thought I'd just say a few things about it, which is, firstly, it's not a magic bullet. It is not something that is going to magically make you lose weight. It is something that you can use to actually help you lose weight. But as always, I probably sound like a stuck record here. As always, your calories are key. So a weight loss shake can be really good because it can be a way of getting a set amount of calories so you don't skip a meal but you are in control of that meal. Sometimes it's really good for if you're traveling or at work or whatever, where you can actually just take it with you, and it's a great way to have a set number of calories. But and this is where I failed over the years, but it is not a magic bullet. So drinking 10 of them is going to be just as many calories as eating, all sorts of junk. There's normally about 200 calories in a weight loss shake, which is a healthy number. But if you drink 10 of them, that is still going to be 2,000 calories. There is no nice way of saying it. I've done it over the years. I've gone, oh, it's a weight loss shake. It's got to be good for you, and I can just drink them. Not quite the case. So, what are they good for? They are really good for being in control of the calories you're eating, particularly if you're on the go, going to work, busy, all the rest of it. They can help you reduce the amount of calories. So rather than having a 400 or 600 calorie meal or breakfast, lunch, etc., grabbing a shake that you know is a set number of calories can be really good in reducing the amount of calories you're having over the whole day. So they can be really good. But bear in mind that they are not as nutritious generally as having a meal. Things like the meal replacement shakes can be really good for that because they are packed with more nutrients that your body needs. But it's a great way to actually be in control of your meals, particularly when you're busy, you're out and about, you know that 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 weight loss shake is a certain amount of calories, and it's easy to count and easy to have on the go. It is just one of those things that, remember, they are not calorie free. They are not something you can have 5 or 6 of in a day without counting those calories. And remember, as always, that this is something that you need to be aware of, because no matter how much exercise and diet and everything else you do, if you are not in control of your total amount of calories, you're really not going to lose weight. Use the TD calculator. There's a link in the description below. There are plenty of them out there on the internet, but find out how many calories you need to gain weight, maintain your weight, and cut or lose weight, because that is the key. Weight loss shakes are fantastic. They are really good for having on the shelf in your cupboard or in the fridge, grabbing it on the way out the door as you're off to go and do something. They even have a place, if you build them into your calories, as having them as a snack rather than, eating something unhealthy. But generally speaking, you're going to be better off having an apple, some fruit or whatever else as that snack. and just being very mindful of your weight loss shakes. The alternative to weight loss shakes is meal replacement shakes. They generally are a little bit more expensive. They generally have a little bit more in terms of calories, but they also generally have more in terms of vitamins and minerals and nutrients and everything else that you need in your diet. But they're more aimed, as the name suggests, as a meal replacement rather than a weight loss shake. You can replace your meals with weight loss shakes. I have done it in the past to some success, but for me, they're more of a filling snack on the go that's easy to have while you're driving somewhere, while you're doing something else. And it has to be as a calorie controlled part of your diet. You need to know what you're taking in. And here's the big one for me, the one that has caught me out a couple of times when I've gone all shake-tastic, because I have done that a couple of times over the years, where I've gone, well, I don't really like eating breakfast anyway. Lunch, if I'm busy, I don't really have time. I was really bad for eating the wrong things at the wrong times of day. I'd eat my main meal at 9, 10 o'clock at night and then go to bed a little while afterwards, having done no exercise. You get the idea. Over the years, my lifestyle was, if I say poor, that's an understatement. Shockingly bad is probably more realistic. But it is one of those things that having shakes to replace those meals did get me into a bit of a bad habit, because I tended to eat far too much solid normal food at the wrong time of day, because I kept myself going through the day with these shakes that I didn't particularly count. So I might have had 3 or 4 of the shakes during the day at 200 calories each. So you're talking about 800 calories. But having 800 calories during the day is not a lot. But then I overcompensated by having 2,500 calories at night, with big bowls of food and seconds and cheese on top of things. You get the idea. So be careful if you are using weight loss shakes not to overcompensate with solid food when you're having that solid food. So please remember to build it into your overall, number of calories you're having over the day. I'm not saying I have ever actually counted each individual calorie, but you need to know roughly that for me to maintain my size, I need about 2,300 calories. So any calorie under that is helping me lose a little bit of weight. So make sure you factor that in, please, and don't do what I have done over the years, which is substitute most of my food during the day by having 3 or 4 weight loss shakes, and then still having my daily allowance of calories in my evening meal, which means that I'm over my calories, therefore I'm putting on weight. But I think I'm being really healthy because I'm having weight loss shakes. So then get very confused why I'm not losing weight. And the simple fact is that I'm eating more calories than my body needs to lose weight. It's that simple. I know that I keep going on about it's a lifestyle rather than a diet, and weight loss shakes can be part of that lifestyle, don't get me wrong, but please bear in mind that they do have calories. They do have to be counted into your overall plan for the day, the week, etc. And you can't just drink them and then have all of your calories in the evening meal. Drinking water and not counting it is fine. Drinking shakes and anything else, you need to count them because they are calories. So please don't do what I have done over the years. As always, if you found this video enjoyable, please do smash that like button. Hopefully this might be just common sense, but it's something that's caught me out over the years, and I'd like for people not to find it as difficult as I have in order to lose weight. So I hope it's been useful, and I will see you in the next video.